Yo, 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 welcome to the SCE, the SoCal Experience, aka your boy Eric, back with another live, man. I haven't done one since Monday. You already know I gotta rock the shades, you already know my signature. But yeah, I look pretty tired as you can see earlier. Y'all see me in other people's live. I've been, this is the last week of school for college for my winter session, so I had to be focusing on that behind the scenes, so I couldn't be really focusing on my lives. That's why you see me on other people's live, because it's much easier when I'm not doing the work. um but yeah, so sorry about that, but next week we should be on track. We will have Pat to the Draft next Monday. We will have um um Dot Trojan Tuesday. We will have more Raider lives next week, because the next 2 weeks I should be on break, a mini break before I start spring semester. So I should be able to pump out lives and stuff like that. So, of course, if you guys are new here today, please subscribe. Please click that bell notification to let you know whenever I go live or when I make a video. Also, some other news. Hopefully the MLB lockout comes out so I can start doing Dodger content. Stay tuned for that. Um, as you can see from the title, it's another Raiders talk, but specifically free agency on the offensive side of the ball. If you haven't yet, go check out my last live, which was free agency the defense. So if you want to know what offensive linebackers, corners, free safeties, D tackles I wanted to go for, you'll check out the last live. For this one, it's gonna be offense, and next week I'm gonna do an NFL draft one. So yes, yes, yes. So let's see who we got up in this chat real quick. SC Experience, what is happening? What up, Justin Sane, man? What up, Dominic? What's up? What's up? What's up? Who else is here? Pyro, what's up, Pyro? I'm just going down the list. What up, Tassi? What up? What up? What up? What up, Ray Love? What up? What up? What up? What up, Raider Ross? What up? What up? What up, Jaw Raider? News NFL Vagina, not interested in coaching in the NFL season. Hey, it is what it is. Nice, go Dodgers. Yes, yes. And fight on. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me in and every Raider live, every SC Raiders talk episode and live is always gonna be like this, the format. I'm gonna start off with Raider news, go into the little mini presentation I got of free agents or whatever I'm doing, and then at the end, it's either if we get any news, I'll talk about it. I'll answer some of your guys' questions. I mean, I'll answer your guys' questions throughout the whole thing. But I want to talk about something after I'm done with the free agency, because I want to hear your guys' input. So you guys already know how these free agency videos go. I'm gonna go one by one of each free agent I would get and a possibility. And you guys in the chat could let me know if you guys would take them or not, and how much and stuff. You're a Braves fan. Hey, congratulations on your World Series, man. You guys got your payback from what happened in 2020. But yeah, let's see if there's any Raider news. Oh, there is Raider news. Cliff Branch is finally a Hall of Famer, man. It's about time. It's about time. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to see something. But yeah, he's finally in the Hall of Fame. I am happy about that. It's about time. Sadly, he passed away and he can't see this, but yeah, you know. Um, let me pop this up right here. He originated the speed kills, man. If you guys remember speed kills, and he introduced the deep threat, and he was one of our most valuable wide receivers. I think he was the only one to win 3 Super Bowls with us. I think it was well deserving, and I really think that it was a long time overdue. And we see this constantly with a lot of Raider legends not getting into the Hall of Fame quicker. And it's sad. Tom Flores should have been years ago. Years ago. It's crazy to me, man. It's so crazy to me. But let's check out some Raider news. Right here. Look, you see him right here. How famous game push model. Yeah, who cares? Here's what Josh McDaniels hired does for Derek Carr. Rich Gannon believes the Raiders have a lot to build upon. Cliff Branch to introduce it. Oh, this one, this is the biggest news. So here he is, man. Here he is. Woo! rest in peace, man. Number 21. Rest in peace, man. Hopefully he was here to see it, but I know he's looking from above and smiling and probably mad. I'm pretty sure he's mad because he knows he should have deserved it way earlier. And damn, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. One of the greats, man. One of the greats, man. And damn, you know, I didn't get to see him live, and I wish I have, but at the end of the day, it's well deserved. And finally, man, another rate. I mean, you could call him a Raider. You can't call him a Raider. Who cares what that says? Uh, Richard Seymour made the Hall of Fame. I mean, I don't really care about it. I mean, he was only with us for what 1 or 2 years, so I mean, I don't really consider him a Raider. I mean, some people that are been less have been considered Raider, but for him, he's just been like, he was here and then gone. But Cliff Branch, man, won 3 Super Bowls with us. He introduced the speed kills, like I said, and long time overdue. So congratulations, Cliff Branch, man. I know you're looking from above, man, and I hope you're happy. At least you got into the Hall of Fame. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Um, yeah, and I hope your family's over here enjoying it and cherishing it and stuff. So that was some Raider news. I don't think there's any more Raider news. I haven't seen no hiring, no news. Pretty much. I mean, we've just been hearing about Josh McDaniels and stuff. So who knows? Who knows? But yeah, wished I had more news to tell y'all, but this is about it so far. So now let's get out for one of my favorite parts of my SC Raiders talk now, which is talking about free agency. I think I'm more excited about free agency than I am of anything else. Let me double check something. Give me 1 second. Where the hell is? Okay, there we go. There we go. This is my new favorite part. We're gonna talk about some free agents on the offensive side of the ball. Some you may know, some you may not know, some you could take a look at, and I got the prices and everything for it. So it's of course free agency. This is the offensive side of the ball. Glad Cliff made it, but fuck the Hall of Fame committee. They always make Raider legends wait until the near of their end after they're passing to enshrine facts, man. And nobody wants to talk about that. Everybody's like, "Oh, you're over exaggerating stuff." No, man. Time after time, man. Time after time. This NFL just fucking hates us, man. And we've been knowing this, and it's unbelievable. It's fucking believable. Man, what up, Michael? What up, Michael? Thank you for joining me, man. Thank you for joining me. Make sure everybody, you like it up, stack them up, stack them up. You already know what it is. Hit that bell notification. Comment, while I do this live, and even after the live, comment anything you want, anything you liked, and yeah. So let's get straight into this right here. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Let's see. We're gonna start off with wide receivers, right? Wide receivers. So the first one on my board here is a slot receiver in Christian Kirk. You know the Patriots and McDaniels love their slot receivers. So here's a good notable one off of the Cardinals right here. He's only 25. He played 16 games, 76.2% of the snaps, 982 receiving yards, 5 touchdowns, and 6 drops, which is pretty high. He's a great wide receiver too. I think he'll stay at wide receiver too. Maybe he has the potential wide receiver one. Who may know? Receiver position slot, of course. He's good after the catch, good at middle and short routes. That's his specialty between those two type of routes there. Um, Let me double check something. But yeah, Christian Kirk is somebody that's been on my radar, and I know we have Renfro, and this does not mean take out Renfro, right? It doesn't mean take out Renfro at all. It doesn't. So I think he's 5'11", 200 pounds. I think his price range is anywhere from 6 to 10, in my opinion. I really think his price range is from anywhere from 6 to 10. Um, maybe even cheaper depending on what they negotiate. Because with Ziggler, I think that there is a lot of possibility of negotiations being very good than before. And that's because Ziggler knows what he's doing. And now you got an assistant GM that we haven't had in a while. What up, Fade to Black? What up? What up? Um, but yeah, Christian Kirk is one of them. I think Christian Kirk has a lot of upside. He's still young. Um, but yeah, he had a 982 receiving yards as well. Almost hit 1,000. I think he could hit 1,000 with us with everything we got. But would he be that number one? It's a possibility, but I don't think he could be that number one. But I do think he'll be a number two. Um, but besides that, he would sit behind Renfro. I mean, I don't even think he'll sit behind Renfro because he usually uses two slot receivers sometimes in their scheme, in McDaniel's scheme. So he would prosper. He'll probably have more snaps than 76.2 with us. It's just the price. What are you willing to pay, right? So yeah, what a Mitch. Of course, you come in here saying that. Yeah, can replace Jackson. I mean, I think Deshaun Jackson, I would take him out. I wouldn't have him here, in my opinion. I would not have him here at all. Um, but yeah, so moving on right now to another notable free agent I want to talk about. Allen Robinson. This has been another guy on my board and on my free agency list. Um, he's more expensive than Christian Kirk, of course. I think he has the potential to be a high-end receiver. I mean, there was times where he was a top 10 receiver, which I still think with us he will end up being a top 10 receiver. Um, Look at the quarterbacks that were throwing to him. Mitchell Trubisky, uh, Andy Dalton, Justin Fields that didn't have that much of an O line, so you had a rookie throwing to you under the pressure. So that's why his numbers don't look too good, y'all. So 410, one touchdown, two drops. That's a benefit for the rest of us because then we could tell whenever they're negotiating, they could let them know, hey, your numbers weren't too good, and we don't fully trust you, but we trust you enough to have you on our team, and we're willing to negotiate a contract that is good for you, but good for us as well. Something like that, right? Because he could have an easy 1,000-yard receiving yards with us, man. Easy, and at least 7 touchdowns in my opinion. So like I put right there, can be a wide receiver one, is a X or slot, could play either or. He is a possession receiver and he's good at middle and short, and sometimes he's good with the deep routes. And his range for me is anywhere from 12 to 15. Maybe you could get him cheaper. I think that would be a steal, but I don't think you could get him cheaper. Maybe a little bit more expensive, just depending on what he's asking for. I think for all these wide receiver free agents, it all starts off with who starts the market, right? If somebody starts the market and is like a second to third receiver, like number two, number three receiver, and they're earning like 10 million, these guys like Allen Robinson, Devontae Adams are gonna ask for what they want to ask for. And that's why it also depends. I could give you a price range right now, but once it begins and free agency begins, you're going to see the market start and you're going to see weird numbers after that. You're going to see weird numbers after that. So, as far as Allen Robinson goes, this is somebody I would take in my opinion. Um but many don't like him. I don't know why. I guess because of his numbers. But when you truly look at what happened last year, he didn't have a receiver. I mean, he didn't have a quarterback. I mean, he had his rookie Justin Fields, but he was a rookie, and the O line wasn't too good. They pressured him a lot, and they couldn't get anything going. Didn't have a running game. The thing is, I don't like about Rollin Robinson. 2 weeks ago, he posted on his IG uh, story, red will look fire on me. What you think he meant by that? Only team wearing is Niners, Chiefs, Cardinals. Hmm. Maybe the Cardinals, but the Cardinals are going to through turmoil, so I wouldn't think they would go to the Cardinals. It wouldn't make sense to me, right? Niners maybe to help Ayuk and Debo. Maybe they're doing a renovation over there. The Chiefs, I mean, the Chiefs don't got that much money unless they let go of a lot of pieces that are free agent and then they just pick up Allen Robinson, which would be crazy because then you have Allen Robinson. Then you have Allen Robinson, and then you're gonna have Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, and that would be crazy. which I would not want that to happen. But the only reason Chiefs will afford somebody like this is if they drop their Chris Jones, they drop their Tyrann Mathieu, they don't pay him, they give him a pay cut and stuff, which is not gonna happen. So facts, if the Chiefs get him, I mean, I don't think they'll get him. They're going through too much, in my opinion. They're going through too much. They paid him way too much. So who knows? But yeah, so Allen Robinson is one of them for there. Um, Now somebody that's on everybody's list. He's on mine. He's on mine. And look at his. Just look at his like numbers. Like, do I really gotta say anything? Excuse me. But you see that 16 games played, 84.3% of the snaps, 1,553 receiving yards with 11 touchdowns and only 4 drops. He's 6'1", 215 pounds. Great wide receiver one. Can play all position slot, outside, the XYZ, anything you want to line him up for, he's there. And he's a jack of all trades. The reason why I say jack of all trades because you could put him no matter what, and he's going to be open most likely. And also because we're Las Vegas Raiders, so of course I have to put jack of all trades. I have to put one in there, right? That's my dude right there. I would rob a bank and give it to the Raiders to pay Adams in a hurt beast. Too much money for Adams. Yeah, that's what I was gonna talk about right now, Dominic. I'm glad you brought that up. So my price range for him is anywhere from 22, 28. I said this on other people's live, and I'm gonna say it on mine. With the stipulation with Adams, there's nothing wrong with having him on your board and wanting him, right? That's one thing. When you look at the realistic possibility, right? It is realistic with what cap space we got. But then we would only afford him and a couple death pieces for a veteran minimum, which I don't want to do, right? I wouldn't want to pay him 30 mil. His asking price is 30 mil. But what I'm thinking is that he said the asking price is 30 mil because he doesn't want to go back to the Packers. And maybe it's a smokescreen to come to a team like the Raiders, right? You just don't know what happens behind the scenes. Last year, we seen a lot of receivers and a lot of corners and a lot of free agents say that they wanted an asking price and they got something completely different, right? So I think if Devontae Adams wants to win and he wants his numbers to even go up and he wants to be in a comfortable situation, he will take a cut. And I don't mean a major cut, but a cut enough in order to play with his best friend Derek Carr and the Raiders that are having a regime that wins, and to any free agent that's eye-catching. That's the only way I would bring Devontae Adams in. But if it is that 30 mil, even that 25 plus range, I am not paying for him. I am not paying for him. And that's when I'll lose interest. But until I see where the market starts for wide receivers, that's when I start speculating, okay, Devontae Adams is off my board. Because like I said, I'm not going to take him off right now because we just don't really know except for a report. There's always reports on everything and what happens. Every year we have reports about Derek Carr getting traded, and when does he get traded? Like, come on. Uh, I love Adams, but I'm not interested in having most of our cap tied to one player when we have an upcoming key free agents on our team. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, if his asking price 30 mil and he for sure shows me a free agency that he would rather go for the bag, that's when I'll take him off my list. But these reports right now, I'm gonna block them off because every year we got something about, oh, this free agent wants this money, oh, this guy wants this, and this guy's gonna get traded, and then it never happens. So I'm not gonna, I don't f with the, I don't mess with the media too much. I don't look too much into it unless it's a big news and then it's confirmed and it's a lot of sources. And I know once an eye grabbing thing comes in, everybody starts getting it, right. It's like a virus spreading pretty much, right? Um, the 30 mil thing came out reports, and now everybody's saying 30 mil, right? That's what they want you to do, right? So maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But like I said, until I see where the market starts and where I see his head is at during free agency in a month, that's when I'm gonna take him off, right? Like I said, I would take him off because of the financial reasons, but because I don't truly know what his financial things are, except for some reports and some rumors, then I'm not going to take him off the list, right? I'm still gonna have him on my list. I would want him, but if he's asking for too much, I'm not taking him. Anything from 25 plus, I won't take. Derek Carr is seen eating sushi is the confirmation of a Derek Carr Jimmy Garoppolo trade between the Raiders and facts. Like, bro, he could be, bro. Remember, y'all, a couple weeks, a couple months ago. No, actually, a couple weeks ago, right? Oh no, a couple months ago, right? There was reports that the Raiders were gonna do a blockbuster trade and all this BS, and then we never did anything. We never did anything. What did we do, right? So at the end of the day, I like them rumors, I like the sources, but until I see that market start, then I'll take him off. If I truly see that he's chasing the bag instead of chasing a ring, then it is what it is, man. And he gets let go. I don't want him 100%, but I would like him on the Raiders, and I think he'll be a great asset with his best friend. But if he's asking for too much, hell no. Haha, I ate sushi the other night. She was oh my god. Okay, I don't even know why I put that up. I do not know why I put that up. I did. Justin. Derek Carr ran into a Niner fan, confirmed trade to Niners. That's how it be, bro. Watch. I'm gonna have this on the screen, right? Watch some BS happen like that on media right now. Like in a couple days or couple weeks, watch something like this BS ends up being a report. Cause that's what they do. That's what they do. They watch us, bro. Come on now. So Devontae Adams is another person on my board right here. Moving on. Mikey Williams, however you want to call him, the Charger, the guy that is a possession receiver and an X receiver, 50-50 receiver. He said, sorry, bro. No, you're good. That shit is funny. But yeah, so 16 games played, 74.9% of snaps, had 1,000-yard receivings, 1,146, 9 touchdowns, 7 drops. A Charger, of course, horrible, but a 27-year-old, right? Excuse me. He's 6'4", 218 pounds. Like I said, he can be a wide receiver one. He is a X receiver. He's a 50-50 receiver. So he could go up and get the ball. He has the length 6'4". He has a long wingspan and usually does that, right? He's good in middle and short. He's even good at deep. I didn't put that there, but just by the 50-50 receiver, if that ball is getting thrown up in the air in the red zone, he's gonna most likely come down with it, right? I know there's that play where the Chargers played us, and then I believe I don't know if it was Nixon or I forgot who it was, but he was one on one with Mike Williams in the red zone, and he covered him all 3 times and then we won. But even then, he's most likely gonna come down with it. He's a great red zone threat, a great 50-50 ball getter. Um, he always beats us in coverage if we don't get Adams. I will okay with Mike Williams. Yeah, Mike Williams is way cheaper, right? 14 to 17 mil, maybe even cheaper with no taxes. That's my range for him, 14 to 17. But I feel like he could get it. We could get him for a cheaper state. I think having Mike Williams, then you really don't need a Drake London type of guy on the draft. When you get Mike Williams, you got your better off Brian Edwards, and you can have Brian Edwards behind Mike Williams, and shit, you know he could be groomed into something better, right? Brian Edwards behind Mike Williams will learn a lot. He's only 27, so he's not old, right? He always beats us. Oh yeah, I already heard that. So yeah, he's 218 pounds, 6'4", like I said, man, and he would be a phenomenal asset to this team, and I think he would prosper in this scheme. And he knows a lot about the Chargers. So let's just say we play the Chargers and then twice, right? And he knows the defensive scheme and he knows everything to do with them. And he helps us out a little, right? So who knows, right? Mikey Williams is basically a stronger Deshaun Jackson, can't stretch the field, but drops or fumbles on the easiest plays. Carr panics when his receiver drops the ball, so it's a no for me, dog. I feel it. I get that. And I think here's the thing with a lot of wide receivers, right? They drop balls all the time, right? Some may don't. The top 5 receivers don't, like Devontae Adams and stuff. But a lot of receivers do. And at this point, it's something that Derek Carr needs to improve on because I'm tired of him getting emotional. That's one thing, right? Um, a lot of people could say I'm a Carr supporter, but at the same time, I think of things realistically, right? he gets too much of an in his head, like you said, Pyro. In my opinion, I don't think it's panicking. I think it's just emotional, right? It gets to him. When people are dropping balls, he gets in his own head. He's like, damn, and you see him yelling. He's like, damn, damn. And then when he goes out to play, he starts forcing throws. And it's like, you don't need to do that. And you need to control your emotions as a quarterback. Maybe somebody else was open and maybe you were just weren't looking, right? He throws the footballs to receivers he trusts mostly. When you look at last season, most of his interceptions that got thrown was besides the pressure and besides there were sometimes he had a clean pocket. If you guys remember, there were two receivers, right? Zay Jones and Hunter Renfro. And those are his two most trusted. And most of his interceptions came from throwing to Zay Jones and throwing it to Renfro. So I just think he needs to better his emotions, control them a little bit better. Just like he likes to block off the negativity and stuff in the media, he needs to block out the negativity in the game. And talk to his players and be like, I get it, you're dropping it, but let's keep going out there and let's keep doing it instead of getting in his head. And I don't see too much communication from what I see on camera, maybe from like the TV. Am I wrong? I may be wrong because I'm not at the game, but when I went to the game for the Chargers and Raiders, what I was looking at was like, damn, like but I went to the Charger game when we had Ruggs still, so I mean that was a whole different story than later on when he was throwing picks like it was nothing, right? So who knows what was going on? And Derek Carr needs to get out of his own head sometimes. To be honest, really, like dead ass. So yeah, Mike Williams will prosper here. He'll help Brian Edwards elevate his game. He'll be a great veteran to have in the locker room. 27-year-old, of course. So we could get him a 2 to 3 year, 2 to 3 year contract. Maybe cheaper than 14 to 17 mil, maybe cheaper than that. You guys remember that guaranteed contracts, I mean, guaranteed money is not really going towards the cap space, so we could like maneuver around it with Ziegler. And I think Ziegler and Champ Kelly will do a great job at controlling these contracts, right? We're gonna see some contracts like Yannick's where it's like, damn, we gotta steal, right? We gotta steal. So hopefully that's the case because I would not waste all my money on one player or even just two. I would love a lot of depth pieces that are good that could impact the team to only make the team better, right? So moving on. Chris Godwin from the I accidentally put the Cardinals. Let me change that for a second. It is the Buccaneers. Bucks. Chris Godwin is 25 years old and he has 14 games played and 74% of the snaps. What up, Stormtrooper? What up? Imagine our GM don't care about cap space and does all in move and Williams and Adams who will stop our offense. Dude, if he pulls something off like that, that would be crazy. We can only dream, right? We can only dream. So 14 games played, 70%, 70.4% of the snaps, 1,103 receiving yards, 5 touchdowns, 6 drops, 2 fumbles. And that's the thing that throws me off, but we'll get to that. 6'1", 208 pounds, a slot receiver. In my sense, he's one of the best slot receivers before he got injured. He can be a wide receiver one. He can. And he's good after the catch, good at all, middle, short, and deep routes. Um, but yeah, I think for Chris Godwin, the two main factors that are kind of throwing me off about Godwin is the fumbles and the injury. That means no more excuses for Carr with those two receivers. Yeah, facts. Like I said, regardless who we bring in, it's put up or shut up time. A lot of our answers, a lot of our questions are going to be answered about Carr this year, man. They are. So back to Chris Godwin here. 15 to 18 mils my price range for him. That could drop drastically because of two reasons: his injury and the market where it starts, right? So Yeah, 208 pounds, 6'1". He'll be a great receiver for us. It's just the price and the injury for me. That's the only thing that throws me off again about him. But I put all these players on on my slides here to show you guys because I want to show you guys that these guys could be a possibility, and don't be mad if they end up being a Raider, right? So, or I could be completely wrong, and none of these free agents I show on screen the past two lives mean anything, right? Yo, as he put the Cardinals logo is the confirmation Derek Carr Kyler Murray trade. Yo, it really be like that, bro. It really be like that. It really be like that. So this means yeah. So who knows? Who knows? But yes, yes, yes. Chris Godwin's another person on my list. That doesn't mean I want him fully, but that just means he's on my list, and I have my list over there in my journal. Of course, of all things, I gotta write these things down, right? What up, Sebastian? Thank you for joining us, man. Make sure to stack up them like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification as well. And also, just comment, interact with me, man. It means a lot for the 11 people right now in here. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I know it's pretty early on the West Coast, and the East Coast it's probably like 1, 2, 3 o'clock. So hopefully we could get more people to join us and look at my list here. Maybe a little later because I will be still live for like maybe an hour and 30 minutes. Maybe just an hour. I've been pretty tired, so I might take a nap before things, right? Rod Rod Gas says just sub. Shout out from Mexico. Keep up the great job. Hope. Hey, shout out to Mexico, man. My my Latino brethren. I'm also Latino over here, as you could see, man. Yes, I appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. It means a lot to me. Thank you for joining us as well. And yeah, I'll keep going. The grind is real. The grind to 300 right now before the end of February is my goal, and hopefully we can hit it. Which right now I believe we're at 262. So all we need is about 38 left to hit that 300 goal mark, and then my next goal is gonna be 400, and so on and so on. Right? I'm gonna grind for this shit, and I'm gonna get it done. Right? So. Chris Godwin, like I said, is another guy here. Moving on. Jacoby Myers. The reason I put Jacoby Myers is because of two reasons. Underrated and underrated and Patriot ties. And I think you could put a third one, his age, right? He knows the system. And you can even put another reason, price. His price is cheap. 17 games played, 84.3 snaps per percentage, 866 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 fumble, 3 drops. I know you guys are looking at only 2 touchdowns, but you guys got to remember the Patriots really utilized in the red zone their tight end and their running backs. Let's be honest. That's the two things they utilize, but also their slot receivers. And look, he did just enough to get them where they got to, right? And he's cheap, man. He's a wide receiver too. Just imagine in a land far, far away, right? In a land far, far away. Let's get some Star Wars credits up in this bitch. In a land far, far away. Jacoby Myers could possibly be a number one receiver in some cases. In a land far, far away. In a land far, far away. But will he be with us? No. Does he have the potential? Yes. But. The only fault with Jacoby Myers is he going to even reach the potential? And that's the question I got for Jacoby Myers. If he comes to the Raiders on a cheap deal, which he will come on a cheap deal if it's possible. Give me 1 second, y'all. So, Jacoby Myers, right? What up, wasted talent? What up, man? What up, my boy Unlimited Wasted Talent, man? Guys, he's got a live today. He's got a live today. I believe in about 3 hours. 3:30 West Coast time, 6:30 his time, East Coast time, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasted. But that's my boy right there, man. Shout out to him. He's got a live in about 3 hours, so go check it out. He's gonna talk some Raider legends. Yep. Some Raider legends, and that's always a good topic, man. And I love learning about the past. I never got to see these players live, so for me, it's always good to gain more knowledge, of course. So yeah, Jacoby Myers, like I said, in a landline far away, he could be a number one. Can he reach that potential? Maybe. Will he reach it with us? Who knows? That's the question here. How would he work with the Raiders? How would he work with Derek Carr? How would he work with Renfro and Waller and all these players on the team, right? Because in my opinion, Waller, when healthy and when his mindset is straight, he's a better tight end than Hunter Henry and Juno Smith combined, in my opinion. Renfro is better receiver than pretty much everybody on that Patriots team. Maybe. Nelson Aguilar did prosper with the Raiders, and he's over there. But I think here's the thing why a lot of receivers don't have the high numbers in the Patriots, right? Right now, as of right now. If you look at back for last season with the Patriots, what did they mostly do? Pass the ball or run the ball, especially in the second half of the season. They ran the ball a lot. And they used the two tight end sets to block. They used the slot receivers to block. They utilized the receivers to block. And sometimes the receivers will be open on slants and stuff. That's what they did with Mac Jones. They simplified Mac Jones in his offense. They simplified it for him. You wonder why Mac Jones was the number one rookie quarterback. Because Bill Belichick, Josh McDaniels, all these Patriots guys simplified the system for this rookie quarterback. Gave him a lot of pieces in free agency. Gave him an offensive line. Gave him a tight end. Actually, two tight ends. Right? What up, Only One Nation? What did you miss? Shout out to everybody joining me. Let me just recap real quick who I talked about already. This is the free agency offensive side of the ball. In my sense, my list: Christian Kirk, Allen Robinson, Devontae Adams, Mike Williams, Chris Godwin, and now we're on Jacoby Myers. So, even after the live, man, go check it out in the beginning of the episode to see what I said about these guys. But Raider Two Face, what's up, man? Salute from San Diego. What's up, man? Yup. What's good, Wasted? Yup. What's up, Eric? When I missed, like I said, that's what you missed right there. Those 5 receivers so far, and now we're on Jacoby Myers, and the Patriot ties, and he could come on the cheap deal, and he's not a bad receiver, man. He's really not. He's only gonna elevate each year more and more. Hopefully, right? He's 25, so he's got a lot of room to grow still. He didn't have the best of touchdown to fumble to drops ratio, but he could always be better, right? How much would the Allen Robinson contract be? He's probably going to ask for a bag, which doesn't make sense after his poor performance, which I really think a lot of organizations that know how to negotiate are going to tell Allen Robinson, hey, you didn't have the best of seasons. Maybe things didn't go your way with the coach and stuff, but still, I don't know what you're going to give us, but I'll give you a reasonable deal. In my thing, I put anywhere from, let me see, 12 to 15 mil. 12 to 15 mil for 12 to 15 mil for me, maybe even cheaper than that, or maybe it could be more expensive than that. We don't know until the market starts and which receiver starts off the market, and we don't know if he's going to chase the bag or know his worth, right? So, like I said, Jacoby Myers is another thing. Patriot ties can prosper in the system because he knows it. And he's a pretty good slot receiver, really good slot receiver, right? Michael Gallup. A lot of people haven't been talking about him because of injury as well. I just put him on the list because I love having a wide a range of options. I rather do for me. And then once the market starts, then I could really see who specifically is gonna ask for the bag and who's not. Right, the beginning of the free agency. When I look at it, right, once that March 16 starts, I think it's March 16 if I'm not mistaken, right? I look at it like this. If Christian Kirk, let's just say Christian Kirk, we all know he's not a number one receiver pretty much, right? He has potential maybe. Let's just say he starts off the market at Let's say 12 mil. Somebody gives him 12 mil, right? Let's just say somebody gives him 12 mil. That 12 mil is gonna set the market, and he's a number 2 receiver. Imagine what number 1 receivers are gonna look at that at, right? And their agents. They're gonna look at, hey, he got 12 mil and he's a second, third receiver. He's nowhere my level. Like a Devontae Adams, he'll probably look at this in an agent and be like, he's nowhere near my level and he got 12 mil. Why can't I get 30? Why can't I get 28, 29? And see, that's when I'm gonna start believing the whole narrative of 30 mil, 30 mil, 30 mil, right? March 16 is right. Okay, got it. Thank you for that. So that's why I don't really knock him out, because I've seen a lot of people knock off Devontae Adams because of the price. For me, I would knock him. I will knock him off for the price as well. But once it's proven to me that he wants that, yes, rumors are one thing, and all that thing, right? Rumors are one thing, and sources are one thing, and that's what's been going on with the 30 mil, right? But until I see that market start and see where the price range is, and then see more reports about Devontae Adams' mindset in free agency on March 16th, then I'll have a better understanding of, hey, maybe, the sources were right. Or maybe, like always, the sources are wrong, which most of the time they're wrong when it comes to stuff, right? So Michael Gallup here has 40.6% of snaps. He got injured, had 445 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 drops. Everybody was saying that he's a number 1 receiver in any other team, which in my opinion, he could be, right? Can be a number 1 when healthy. Is an excellent at X receiver, a good after the catch guy, middle and short routes, specialty, and that rat catch, run after catch. So 6'1", 198 pounds. Price range anywhere 4 to 8 mil for me. 4 to 8 mil is my price range for Michael Gallup. I will not pay him more than 8 mil. More than 7 mil even. Especially after that injury. And knowing that he wasn't even the number 1 receiver in the Cowboys with, CeeDee Lamb, and even Dalton Schultz had more touches. And I get it, he was injured, but in those 9 games played, Schultz still had more, you know, look at. But that's what happens when you have CeeDee Lamb and when you have what's his name? Amari Cooper, freaking pooper, fucking screw that guy. But anyways, yeah, 48 price range for me for Michael Gallup. He would be cheaper, on the cheaper end of receivers of what I talked about so far, cheaper than the Devontae Adams, cheaper than the Allen Robinsons. He could even be cheaper than Christian Kirk, just because he knows his injury has been a thing of each year. He's always been getting injured. So, it all falls down onto the negotiating. So followed you on IG, bro. I appreciate that. And like I said, guys, all my handles are down there. I don't really use Twitter like that because I don't know what to do, right? So my Instagram's there and my YouTube's there, but my Instagram is where you could reach me on things. A lot of people been texting me, so please, if you want to reach me and you want to talk about some Raiders, or you want to give me some news, or you want to talk about life, if you guys checked out Sultan Mir's live, shout out to my boy Sultan yesterday. That's the realest you're gonna see me. That's another side of me that a lot of people don't say, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna plug his channel because he's a great person. He's on the road to 1,000. Same thing with Dirty. Um, you know, if you go look at Sultan's live towards the end, you're gonna see a completely different side of me, man. A different, complete a life. So if you're going through something, you want to talk about some advice, I'm pretty knowledgeable for a 20-year-old. And I was told this yesterday during the live as well, that I'm a very wise guy, and I don't want to toot my own horn, but I could be there as well. I may not be a 50-year-old that has all this knowledge, but I do got a lot of good advice. I've been through shit as well in just my 20-year span. I grew up in places where kids don't want to grow up, where I seen things and stuff. I know stuff, right? So if you guys want to talk about anything to do with life, sports, just talk, hit me up on IG. Let's talk, man. But yeah, so shout out to Ray Only One Nation for following me there. Easy E, keep doing your thing, brother. Thank you. Shout out to Darth Raider Prime. If you haven't yet, go check out his channel, man. Amazing guy, amazing setup. Um, and he has an amazing setup. I like his setup, man. So if you guys haven't yet, go subscribe to Darth Raider Prime. Dropping some dope content over there as well. Also a Raider fan there. So shout out to you, man. Um, I know Dominic. Yep. Jerome Ford. Hey, his draft stock's going up. Sultan's live was lit last night. Yep. Facts, Eric. Yep. I will have to look at those guys. Yep. Raiders talk and sports talk is cool, but every life talk is badass too. Hell yeah, man. You guys don't understand what I be doing sometimes to clear my mind. Some people, right now I'm 20, so I can't really do much as far as drinking and smoking and stuff. I can't really do that right now. So I always end up going, out, clearing my mind. I think a late night drive is something that really clears my mind. Going to a parking lot of a fucking a fast food place, eating in the parking lot, chilling with maybe somebody I bring with me and we talk. But I have a small circle, so there's not really much of that. But I come on here because this is therapy right here, man. Talking about the Raiders, a team I love, talking about sports, talking to you guys is a blessing. You guys are my family. You guys know this already, so I appreciate you guys, man. Mental health is a mother. Yep, this is the thing with me, Bugsy. I don't want to make this whole live about me right now because I know we're talking about free agents, but this is very important to me because I've been through that path and I'm not going to say too much about my story. And if you want to know about my story, we could talk behind the scenes because I don't really like talking on live, about things like that, right? So, if you want to see this side of me, of Sultan Mir, his live last night, towards the end, if you go look at it, it was where Sultan had his camera off, and it was me and Twan and stuff. And Terrence. And Michael. We were talking about stuff. If you guys go check that out, you're gonna see a different side of me. And I swear, if you guys go check that out and you guys seen that live, you'll come back on my next live, or maybe if I'm on another person's live, you'll come back and tell me, "Damn, I didn't know that side of you." Trust me. Big facts, SC. And yeah, speaking of mental health, Sultan Mir has a mental health show today. So make sure, if you pull up to Sultan's mental health live today, make sure I told you guys about him. But yeah, I'll probably be there too. I won't be on screen. I'll probably be in the comments listening because it's a big deal. It's a big deal to me and stuff. So yeah, make sure. Yep, you already know. Stack them Lunchables up, y'all. Stack them Lunchables up. Stack them up. Stack up them likes. Make sure tell a friend. Stack up them share buttons. Stack up the bell notification. Stack up, stack up your knowledge. Stack up your friendships. Stack up your connections. Stack up your mental health. Stack up the positivity. Stack up everything. You feel me? So hey, yeah, let's go back on. Oh, who am I missing? Somebody joined us. Robert, what up to you, man? Thank you for joining me. Yep, big facts. And yeah, Bugsy, yep. You already know. So let's go back on this. Enough of me. We're here for some free agency, right? So Michael Gallup is another guy. Like I said, he has the potential to be that number one. He has the potential. He does. When healthy, he can be. The question is he going to be healthy? He said, question, pizza Lunchables or traditional ham and cheese crackers? All of them, man. I don't discriminate on Lunchables. Every Lunchable. Hopefully I get, hey, Lunchables, please sponsor me, man. Please. I got a lot of people that have kids that watch me that could utilize a 20% off on Lunchables on their kids. Come on. Raider Twan in the building. What up, Twan? What up, man? What up? Shout out to Twan. If you guys haven't yet, go check out his YouTube. I know it's Yes Sir Outdoors. He just dropped a dope ass vlog about Vegas and stuff, and he does fishing content too. Great guy, man. Great guy over there, man. So yes. Michael Gallup has the potential to be a number one, and he'll be a cheap option for us. Continuing on. DJ Chark. Hey, I'm one of them. Eric, too tallest. Hey, I'm telling you. If I get sponsored by Lunchables, I'm gonna help all of your kids out with Lunchables. 20% off, bro. You're not going to get that anywhere else. Not even Walmart. Come on, man. Terrence is in the building, y'all. Terrence is in the building. He's on the building. He's in the building. He's in the chat. The king of mods. Haha. Shout out to Terrence, man. Salute to Nation Podcast. Go check out his podcast, man. Dope content over there. But I need to yes, I was gonna put Cedric Wilson, only one nation. I'm glad you brought this up. I was going to bring Cedric Wilson. I was going to put him. The only reason I didn't put Cedric Wilson is because I think the Raiders might not look at him. Right? And I have Michael Gallup over him. That's the only reason. But don't be surprised because Wilson is a great player still. He's not that number one, but he could be great in death piece. Great in death piece. So, yes. Terrence, I was wondering where he was going to show up. Yes. Queen is in the building. Queen is in the mother effing building. Queen is in the building. Right there. Shout out to her. Queen, we're waiting on the live. When are you going to go live? We want you to drop that knowledge on us. But yeah, so if not Gallup, I'll take I mean if let's just say we waste you guys already know. When it comes to Wilson, right? And it comes to Gallup. When it comes to Gallup, right? If we don't take him, you're right. Take Wilson. I think it's also if we take, let's just say we waste a lot of money on JC Jackson or something, right? JC Jackson, let's say Hassan Reddick or some bullshit, and we get like 3 players on a lot of my fishing stuff is on okay, so his fishing stuff is on Yes Sir Outdoors. And the videos on his channel, Raider Twan. He's got 2. Okay, got you. So make sure to go subscribe to my boy right there, man. Drop dope content. Awesome guy, man. Amazing guy. Glad to meet him and glad to talk to him, especially last night on Sultan's Live, like I said earlier. But yeah, so DJ Chark. We all know DJ Chark. Been on a lot of boards. Is on my board. 25-year-old from the Jaguars. I know. Sorry, I honestly forget. I've been so lazy today. It's all good, but we waiting, and we will support you once you go live. We will be in the comment section, of course. So let's go. DJ Chark, a speedster. You want a speedster? DJ Chark's your guy. He didn't have the greatest of numbers, but you gotta realize the Jaguars were a shit team this year. A shit team. They did knock out the Colts, but they were a shit team. There you go. Terrence, thank you so much. The king of mods. Drop Twan's YouTube. Go check it out. Go like. Go subscribe. Go comment on his stuff. Shout out to you, man. So, 4 games played. 15.6% of snaps, 154 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 drops. Oh, his numbers are not too good. But guys, look at that Jaguars team, bro. How shit was it? How many times did Trevor Lawrence get hit in the backfield, bro? Like, I felt bad for Trevor Lawrence. I really did. Yes, we're talking about free agency, Queen. You already know what it is. This is the offensive one. If you want to know the defensive side of the ball, my last live was defensive side of the ball. This week is offense. Next week, I believe on Monday or Tuesday, I will go live again, and it will be NFL draft. It'll be draft prospects I have on my board. Yep, so stay tuned for that. Good afternoon. Yes. What's up, Sleeping Angels? Thank you. The Chicago Bears fan, the White Sox fan. I'm just kidding. He's a big White Sox fan, if you don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm just trolling. But yes, 6'4", 198 pounds. He's 6'4" and a speedster, bro. He's 6'4" and a speedster. Wide receiver 2 or 3, in my opinion. Like I said, a speedster, good after the catch, good in middle and deep routes. I know you're a Cubs fan. I'm just joking. I'm getting you back for all those times you called me a goddamn Clippers fan. So, 6 to 10 is the range. 6 to 10 is the range. For me, for DJ Chark. Maybe with Ziegler's negotiating part, we could get him on a cheaper deal and no taxes as well. And we have a better quarterback. And I ain't gonna lie, after what I've seen from the Jaguars, I think we have a better O-line, even though our O-line was shit. I'm gonna keep it 100. I I felt bad. Facts. I felt bad for Chark and Lawrence, man. Like, jeez, bro. The Jaguars are going through it, man. They are going through it. Enough with them. But DJ Chark right here is a speedster. You want a speedster on your team? You want to at least have a semi replace? Boom. DJ Chark's your guy. Cheap deal. I think it'll be cheaper than 6 to 10. I have the price range at 6 to 10. Like I said, it all depends on where the market starts and where it finishes. So from the Jaguars, DJ Chark, 25-year-old, is another person on my list here. We're going to offensive line, offensive guard, guard. Brandon Sheriff, however you want to call it. Brandon Sheriff, I'm gonna call him there, or Sheriff, or however you want to call him. Straight out of Washington, one of the best veterans out there, in my opinion. Good pass blocker and run. I put clocker. What the fuck? Was I tired making this? Yes, I was. God damn. I'm an idiot. So, veteran, he has the length. Top 10 when healthy, good pass blocker and run blocker. And he's a veteran, 30 years old. You know, that's not bad for offensive lineman. 7 a 10 is his price range. 6'5" guy, 315 pounds, had 11 games played at 61.8%. He still got it, in my opinion. What up, my boy? What up, Coach Dante? Shout out to Coach Dante. Coach Dante is in the building. But yes, this guy's another guy on my board. I don't think I'm gonna be talking too much about the O-line. I have 4 on my list. So Brandon Sheriff is a great guy we could have on the list. Who knows what he will do next year with turning 31, entering next season. So 61.8% of snaps. I mean, he's good enough to help out the young studs like Leatherwood, help out other people like trash ass Brandon freaking fucking Parker. He could get he could get the fuck out of here, but he won't get the hell out of here. But he could help them. He could help them elevate their game. He's a great veteran to have, and you know it could be 7 to 10 mil, but I think we could get him cheaper as well. I just have him at there because that's what he deserves. Andrew Norwell, this guy I've been really high on from the Jaguars. I know I just talk shit about the O line, but in my opinion, surrounded by better O-line on his team, he would prosper. And I get it. I just talk shit. Like I said, I talk shit about the Jaguars O-line. But Andrew Norwell was the only bright spot in that O-line, to be honest. I mean, most of the sacks and pressures came from the fucking edges. The tackles were getting their shit pushed in. To be honest, they were getting their shit pushed in. So he was healthy, 17 games played, 99.4% of the stats. So he practically played every snap. 6'6", 325 pounds, so a big body guy. He has the length, is a veteran, good pass blocker, decent run blocker, came off a healthy year. 8 to 12 mil is my range for him. But I think due to the productivity or produce of the Jaguars, he might ask for something cheaper. Who knows? Who knows, right? Peace out, nation. Back to work I go. Only one nation. Good luck and work, man. Go get that bread. Chase that bread. But yeah, you know, Andrew Norwell was another guy I've been looking at. So Trey Turner from the Steelers, I believe played with the Jets as well. I'm not sure. Only he played with the Chargers as well. O-line offensive guard, 28 years old, 17 games played, 92.4% of the snaps. He could do both blocking. He has the potential to be even better. He's 20 years old, entering 29. That's like the prime. Coming off a good healthy year. He's 6'3", 315 pounds. 8 to 12 is my price range for him. Another guy that people haven't really been talking about. What up, Kev? What up, Cool Kev? Cool Kev is in the building. So for me, this guy's a little bit on the smaller end at 6'3". I mean, he's a little bit smaller, but that he is more mobile when it comes to O-line. So when you do those swing plays, where you do those pitches to the running backs and shit that we're gonna do a lot, he's a great guy to have in that depth piece, right? And he's healthy and he's pretty decent. So yeah, Trey Turner's another guy I would waste my money on. Um, yeah. So moving on, James Daniel. James Daniel from Chicago has the mobility, is young and has potential. He's 25, a decent guard, 6'3" as well, 250 pounds, 5 to 8 range for him. For him, the Chicago Bears online wasn't all too well, but James Daniel has the potential to even rise next season because he is entering the 26 mark. So, like I said, he has a younger potential. That's all you could really get. And with our online coach, online coach who knows what they're gonna do with our online, right? I think Greg Olson and I think Greg Olson and Tom Cable were past their prime. They were past their prime, and I think that we're gonna have a better online next year. James Daniel, I just put him on the list because he's young and has the potential. He's a cheaper option. I want to take him personally. I would not take him, but he has ties to Chicago, so you can see that Champ Kelly, ties, right? Yes, I believe he's only 250 pounds. Let me double check to make sure I didn't. Let me double check. Oh, actually, I'm wrong. Shit. What the hell? Give me 1 second, y'all. That's the new one. I don't know why the fuck. Bro, I looked it up earlier and it said 200. Man, fuck Google. Fuck Google. That's all I know. Fuck Google. Anyways, um, yeah, fuck Google. Yeah, fuck them. Because earlier I looked it up and it gave me that shit. Okay, that's much better. Yeah, 327 pounds, 6'3". He is smaller though. He is on the smaller side. So, I mean, still, he's a big body guy, man. Let me, what the hell? Hold on. So, yeah. Let me double check something. What the hell? Yeah, he's 6'4". I mean 6'4". Man, he's only 1 inch taller. Screw that, bro. Fuck Google. Fuck Google, bro. Okay, I'm not gonna say that because what happens if Google ends up giving me like some shit? So I'm not gonna say fuck Google, but I am gonna say Google, you gave me the wrong information earlier when I looked it up. Okay, but he played every single snap. Young and potential, like I said, decent regard. 6'4", 327 pounds. My bad, y'all. I mean, shit. I want to sock my fucking search bar now. But yeah, I was about to say how the hell he's in the league. Yeah, my bad. My bad. False alarm, y'all. False alarm. False alarm. So, yeah, I just put him because the Chicago ties. I wouldn't personally get him, but who knows what they would do. Morgan Moses. This guy I'm really high on. We're going on the offensive tackles now. Morgan Moses. I ain't gonna say fuck Google, but fuck Google. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't go on Wiki. I went on something else. I ain't gonna lie. I went on. I forgot what I went on. I didn't go on Wikipedia, but I forgot. I should do the NFL only though. I should do that. So thank you. I will do that. I will do that. Facts. Morgan Moses is somebody I've been high on. I think this is the guy I want. I want him on the O line. I want him to be on the other side of Colton Miller. Colton Miller and Morgan Moses on the opposite ends. Our O line will already be better. Shout out to Raider Hollow. But yeah, he could do both in blocking. He's a veteran coming off a good, healthy year. And he has the size 6'6", 380 pounds. 5 to 8 is my price range for him. So yeah, He's my is the guy. This is the guy we should only look at as a Raider organization and give him at least a decent contract. All right, for sure. Fuck the owners of the websites. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't want to get fucking taken down or some shit of them getting mad or shit or something. But yeah, you're right, Terrence. I forgot. You have more knowledge about the internet than me, which shit. I mean, you are a hacker. So I'm just kidding. But yes, Morgan Moses is number one on my list when it comes to offensive tackles, who I want on the other side of Colton Miller. I think we could get him on a not so expensive contract. So moving on, Jermaine Fetty. Jermaine Fetty is somebody that's been on my list as well. 27-year-old from the Bears. Bears ties. Potential veteran coming off a not so good year. He did come off of a not so good year, sadly. He did get injured. He only played 9 games, 36.8%. So who knows? His price range is cheaper, of course. He's 6'5", 344 pounds, a big body tackle. But yeah, he has the potential to elevate. His price range is from 4 to 6. He said you won't get taken out for blasting. I'm not a fucking hacker. Terrence is not a hacker. Terrence is not a hacker. Raider Casper's in the building. Like Raider Casper said, Terrence, the president of the Bunny Ranch. That's what he is. He's not a hacker, guys. He's a Bunny Ranch king. Saltine American. But 4 to 6 price range. Of course, size cheap. He's a cheap deal. You could get him for cheap. Death piece, maybe. I wouldn't want him as a starter, but who knows what his potential could be, right? That's why I put potential there. He's 27. He's gonna enter the 28th year. So let's the 28th age. So let's see what he could do. But I have Morgan Moses. I think I'm putting my eggs all in one basket with Morgan Moses because that's the guy I want. Moving on. The tight end position. I get it. We got Foster Moreau. I get it. We have Darren Waller. But it's always good to have a third tight end, right? On a cheap contract. I mean, Mike Gesicki's not fucking cheap, but I just put him on because he's an option. So, Mike Gesicki, 17 games played, 71.8% of snaps, 780 receiving yards, and 2 touchdowns. So, he's a great tight end, great at run after the catch, can be a number one. He could be the number one tight end here, but not for us. So, yeah, he's 6'6", 247 pounds. In my opinion, Mike Gesicki is a phenomenal tight end. Would he be a number 3 on the Raiders? He'll probably beat out Foster Moreau in that second spot. But we don't necessarily need Mike Gesicki. I put him there because he's an option. There's nothing wrong with getting the third option that is really good. Right. There's nothing wrong, especially in the system. So, David Njoku. It sounds like some anime shit, right? David Njoku. 16 games played, 60.5% of the snaps, 275 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns. Pretty good for when you have Baker Mayfield as quarterback, right? We all seen with Odell Beckham who the problem really was. So can revive his career because I think with the Raiders he can revive his career. He has, I mean, if we get that tight end, right? Of the tight end coach of the Cleveland Browns because of offensive coordinator, a possibility because he did get an interview. Njoku could be a big guy we could get. He would be cheap, and he's a good number 2 or 3. What will we get? That is the question there. What will we get? Will we get the David Njoku of reviving his career, or are we going to give the David Njoku that doesn't give a fuck and plays like he did last season? So, David Njoku is somebody on my board, 26-year-old. He's got time to reach his potential. He's still got a high upside, especially with a better quarterback and a better team. David Njoku is your guy. Moving on. Rob Gronkowski, Patriot ties. Tom Brady's on his way out. What else can I say? 16 games played, 53.6% of the snaps, 802 receiving yards, 6 touchdowns, receiving touchdowns. A veteran, motor, question mark. Would he still have the motor next year if he comes back? Will he? That's the question. Will he? We may never freaking know, right? We may never freaking know. So, can be a number one? Is great at number two. He had a pretty decent season. He could still be an impact, in my opinion. It's just how much motor does he got in? How much energy does he got? How much gas does he have in the tank lift? So, 6'6", 265 pounds. Price rate 6 to 10. But you could get him for a veteran minimum if it's his last year and he's gonna retire, right? I think he retires. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. The only reason why he came back is because he wanted to play with Tom Brady. So Tom Brady retiring, Rob Gronkowski might be on his way out, but we could bring him on a veteran minimum. But price range is from 6 to 10. But I do think we could bring him on a veteran minimum if he is gonna retire next year and play one more year, right? Maybe shoot his shot at one more title, one more championship with us. So OJ Howard, his teammate, 17 games played, 30.9% of snaps, 135 receiving, 1 touchdown. Didn't have the best of season, and that's what happens when you have Gronkowski and a bunch of freaking weapons on your team, like Godwin and Mike Evans and fucking what's his face, Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones, and I could keep going on. So OJ Howard, decent tight end, run after catch is decent. Number 2, number 3 specifically on our team. He's cheap, y'all. He's cheap. You want a budget? You want a budget? You want to budget around? You want to negotiate? This is your guy. Because he's going to be the number 3 anyways. And he's a cheap deal. So if you want OJ Howard, go get him. Cheap deal. I want to do it for anything expensive. So, yes. OJ Howard. Another guy I'm looking at, right? Dalton Schultz. Yes. He was one of the best weapons for Dak Prescott. Yes, he's a Cowboy. Yes, the last time we got a Cowboy tight end was Jason Witten, and that wasn't too good. But Dalton Schultz is better than a lot of tight ends out there, in my opinion. 17 games played, 80.9% of the snaps, 808 receiving yards, 8 touchdowns. Great tight end. Run after catch is good. Can't be a number 1. Will be a 2-headed tight end with goddamn Darren Waller. Or even a 3-headed 3-headed monster like them two and Foster Moreau. His price is the only thing that throws me off about him. His flipping price. What is the price gonna be? How much are we gonna owe him? How much he's gonna ask for? 6'5", 244 pounds for the guy. Price raising 9 to 12. I will not pay that. I just put him on the list because he's another option. But this was the last of the offensive free agents I got for you today. But I did leave this for the chat. I wanted to leave one position out there for the chat, for you guys in the chat, to let me know if you would go this route. The running back position. I made sure not to put it on here. Reason being, I want to hear your guys' input on what running backs you would want to bring in or even have a talk with, right? So while I put up the spot track, give me some notable names and we'll go by them. And let me know who would you go for and why. Yeah, give me a reason why, right? So I'm going into here. Updating this. Let me share my screen. What the fuck is this at? There we go. Okay, y'all. So, here we go. Okay. So now let's go by some free agents, some running back free agents. And this is leading up to you guys, right? I wanted to make sure that I get your guys' input because for me, I didn't put it down purposely because I wanted to see what you guys got. These are some notable free agents here: Melvin Gordon, Sony Michel, Leonard Fournette. Speaking of Sony Michel, actually, speaking of Sony Michel, right? If you guys haven't seen yet, I haven't uploaded it. I don't think I'm gonna upload it. But if you guys check my Instagram story, I did post it. I got to interview Sony Michel. I got to interview Sony Michel. It was an honor to do that. But yeah, shout out to Sony Michel. Um, but yeah, so let's read some chats. Let's see what you guys got. Gaskins, cheap option. He got speed. Gaskins is one. Where's Gaskins? I don't think he's a free agent. It doesn't show here that he's a free agent. Where is he? James White. Okay. Josh Gordon, so the media could have another circle jerk of why the NFL shouldn't be in Vegas. These fake ass media moral crusaders facts. Melvin got one knee. Fournette. Okay. He's gonna be quite expensive, but Fournette, if we could get him on a negotiable contract, a good contract, damn. Imagine Kenyon Drake, Josh Jacobs, and Leonard Fournette, bro. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. So, draft Jerome Ford. Okay. Running back from Cincy. Like I said, next week, I will have a live of NFL draft prospects. The same thing like I did with free agency where I showed the slides with their stats and stuff. Next week, I don't know what day. But stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. I'm yawning way too damn much, bro. I need to take a nap or some shit. But yeah. Miles Gaskin, he's not a free agent. He has one more year. Yep, that's what I thought. He has one more year. So, any other names? On the running back position, I think I would rather go a cheap option like Dearness Johnson, or maybe bring back Richard on a cheaper deal, and draft a running back. Draft a running back. Drafting a running back might be the better option for me. Right. So let's see. Um, yeah. So no. Let's get Nelly from the longest yard at running back. Hey, screw it. Right. Let me see something. But yeah, if you guys have any other names, drop them down. Okay, for sure. I'm back. Regis needs to play. I know they need to give Regis a chance, and I think Josh McDaniels could give him that chance. I really wanted to see him last year get it, get his feet wet with at least one or two games. The games that he got elevated to the starting lineup, and he should have fucking started. I mean, not the starting lineup, but the 52-man roster. He should have fucking at least had like one or two snaps, right? What's up, fam? Glad to see you on live. Eric, what's up, 5-Star Veterans Coalition, man? Shout out to my guy right there, man. Just met him recently. Awesome guy, man. Awesome guy. Amazing guy. Also, a service guy, man. He served for us, man. Fighting for our country and stuff. Shout out to you, man. Much respect to you. Also, is a fighter against mental health. Very passionate about that as much as I am. So, shout out to him, man. If you haven't yet, go check out his YouTube. Talks a lot about that, man. Helps out a lot of people. So shout out to you. But yeah, so that's pretty much for the running backs. I just wanted to see your guys' input on the running back standpoint, right? I wanted to see what type of guys you would be looking at. I hope you liked my list. I hope my list wasn't too stupid or dumb. Hopefully it wasn't. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that too. I don't think there's any more Raider news as far as there. But yeah. So, um, go ahead, Raider 2 If anybody got questions, please let me know right now. Say some questions. I want to at least drag this to an hour and 30 minutes. I have 7 minutes, so 7 minutes to sit down here and talk to you guys. And maybe still talk about some running backs, right? So, in my opinion, from this list, Leonard Fournette, I would take. Ernest Johnson, I would take. Philip Lindsay would be a cheap option. That I can't believe that the Broncos let him go. Matt Breida is another one, cheap option. Raheem Mostert is another guy that got injured, but he's a great player when healthy. There it is. There's the YouTube. There's the YouTube. Go subscribe. Go subscribe. Go subscribe. Please do. Please do. When is your next live? Either Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday I'll have Trojan Tuesday, which I might have a special guest on that you guys may know. So maybe on Tuesday. So Trojan Tuesday. I might have my Raider live Monday or Wednesday, depending on if I have time to work in the background of tomorrow and Sunday. Oh, Monday's Pat to the Draft. You're right. Monday's Pat to the Draft. Maybe I could do it after Pat to the Draft. Maybe a live by myself after. Philip Lindsay was with Houston. They cut him. Eric, you might have to ask Coach Dante why they cut him. They probably cut him because the Houston organization hasn't been too well to their players recently, right? That's probably what he's gonna say, right? I'll ask him behind the scenes, but that's probably something. Sup, SC just popped on. Shout out to you, Pablo. Thank you for joining me. Please hit that like button. Stack them up. You already know how it goes. Stack them up. Subscribe to me. Of course, dropping content about a lot of things, especially the Raiders. The Raiders are the main focal point, but I do other content. If you like other teams, I'm always willing to talk. So, Monday is Pat to Draft. Yes. So, Monday's Pat to Draft. Tuesday's Trojan Tuesday. I'll probably do a Raider Live Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Most likely Wednesday. Or right after Pat to the Draft on Monday. So, stay tuned for that. I will make sure to post it on my Insta. I'll make sure to let other people know on other lives, right? Lunchable Thursdays? No. No. I'm waiting on the Dodger season to start so I can start talking about that. Man, Lindsay was a nice gem. When on the Broncos, he would be a solid backup. Problem is, have two decent running backs. Yeah. At this point, I would bring back Richard on a 1-year deal. I mean, a cheaper deal. He was a great blocking running back, and that's probably what we need. So he's the guy for it, right? So hopefully we get Richard back. I know I hated on Richard, but he's been a good blocker for us. We need that type of person. I know Alec Ingold's coming back as well. Michael Parsons was so confused at the NFL. Honest, there was no Cowboy Nation. There is only one nation, Raider Nation. Facts. That's a fact. I can't believe we even had to fucking have that conversation in the beginning of the season, in the offseason, where Cowboy fans were calling them the nation, and that they challenge us to, if the Raiders win on not on the Thanksgiving day, that you guys get to have the nation name. Like, fuck out of here. We came up with the nation name first. We're Raider Nation first, right? We're the only nation, and that is it. I know off topic, but what do you think about Trevor Bowers because he being thrown out? Does he play again? And fuck the Cowboys. Do I think he'll play again for the? Do I think he'll play again? As far as the Dodgers, I don't think so. There's a possibility, but I don't think so. Will he play somewhere else? Maybe. I mean, the case got dropped, so you never know, right? Coach Dante says facts. Lindsey lost some speed. Yes, he did, but he still got somewhere in there. Yo, Eric, what's going on? Have you have a chance to look into McDaniel's offense? I get people are excited or not about the culture he'll bring, but he's also bringing back the offense Musgrave ran. That's the thing. The system is similar to Musgrave's, right? Two tight ends, utilize the ground and pound sometimes, have your slot receivers and stuff like that, throw the deep ball when they bite on the slant routes and stuff. It's similar. It's similar. Not saying everything's the same, but it's similar, and you're right. As far as the McDaniel's offense, I like it because we got the personnel for it. We just need to add some pieces here or there, right? Nobody realized that we don't really need a number one receiver in this system, but it's always great to have a number one receiver, right? So with McDaniel's offense, we have the personnel: slot receiver, Hunter Renfrow; tight end, two tight end, Foster Moreau, Darren Waller; two running backs, Josh Jacobs, Kenyon Drake; a quarterback, Derek Carr; an offensive line that we could easily get in the free agency, an offensive line, at least two, and a tackle and a guard, and we are set. We are set. So, Michael Parsons is dumb. Thanks for believing in me and drafting me like a dumbass you wanted to. That's funny. But yeah, right. Not the same playbook, but it's something Carr's comfortable with. Yep, it's not the same exact playbook and it's not the same exact scheme, but it is very similar. Like, there's so many similarities that the Carr is gonna easily get that in an instant, right? I mean, he's been through 8 coaches. He's been learning playbooks after playbooks and stuff, so he could do it easily with this, right? He's thinking his chops with this hire, in my opinion. Pause. But yeah, Derek Carr already started talking to Josh McDaniels. They have a mutual, agreement, not even agreement, a mutual respect and a mutual time to start working on it, right? They're probably drawing up plays right now as we speak. So yes, we're on the 1 hour and 30-minute mark. Of course, let me fix. Okay, an hour 30-minute mark. That's it for me. It would have been longer. It would have went for at least 2 hours or 3 hours, but I am gonna take a nap real quick. I've been tired as hell, or I might not be taking a nap. I mean, I gotta do stuff either way. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Please stack them up. Stack up the Lunchables. Stack up everything. Please hit that like button. It will mean a lot to me. Stack them up. After this live, if you want, go ahead. Go on my comment section. Say something. Time to wrap up. Yep. Sadly. If you can, Grandizer or Terrence or one of my mods, please put down my link to my YouTube so people that are new could come by and subscribe there. Yep. So, oh shit. So, thank you everyone for joining the stream. You already know. See, he knows the slogan is right there. Subscribe button on the way out. Yes, stack them up. Share, stay healthy, happy, safe, and blessed. Just win, baby. You already know what it is. So, shout out to y'all. You'll be back for the next one. I appreciate that. Much respect. What up, Earn? What up, Earn? What's up, Earn? And of course, Damien's out here trolling. But yes, my next Raider live will be either Monday after the path to the draft or Wednesday. Okay, I will keep you guys updated. I won't leave you in the dirt, and I won't make a live without telling you. Those two right there, the Monday and Wednesday, are gonna be my Raider live. One of them. On that Raider live, please, 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 please stay tuned for that one, because I think we're more. Some of you guys are more excited for the NFL draft. So I will have my prospects on the board just like I did today with free agency. It's gonna be the draft. I'll probably do a mock draft on my own, and then we are set. All people have to do is click the subscribe. Yep. I'm making it easier for y'all. You know, my mods, shout out to my mods, are putting my link in the comment section. If you want to click there and then just subscribe through there, do it. If you want to subscribe, if you scroll down underneath where I'm live, you can subscribe there too. So please do, please do. You guys already know I'm gonna bring this back up. Thank you for joining me. Please click that subscribe. Click that like button too, man. Click that like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend and tell another friend. Tell a family member. Tell mother, father, aunt, uncle. Anything you got, please let them know to get on my YouTube, like up the streams, look at the streams, and just enjoy the content. I hope you guys do. Much love for everybody. Life's too short. Tell your loved ones you love them. Anybody that's going through anything, I pray for you and others. Spread some positivity in the world whenever you can. It doesn't have to be on camera. Please do. I'm thankful for having a platform to express myself. I appreciate everybody that stay tuned, liked up the stream, subscribed. It's on the road to 300 right now. So, by all means, like I said, stay healthy, happy, safe, and blessed. Have a beautiful day. You will see me on other people's live, maybe, most likely. Who knows, right? I'm always on other people's live. And if you want to hit me up, like I said, my Instagram's down there. You see it down there, right? Right here. Hit me up on IG. That's the best way to reach me. So take care. Have a good day. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. This was the SC Experience, aka SoCal Experience, aka your boy Eric, doing it at a young age at 20. I appreciate you guys. I am out. Peace.